My name is Sara Brathwaite, and I am the Academic Director of West Coast Schools with Amerigo Education. I have been working with Amerigo Education since 2018, and I have been working with international students since 2007. So I help students in many ways in my role. The first thing that I do is meet with all new students before they arrive. We do a course planning meeting where we plan out all of their courses for all of their years in high school. Of course, they can change later, but to give an idea of what classes they can take, we plan, and we also discuss their clubs and their sports while they're in school. After they arrive, I lead an orientation for students to help them get everything they need to start school successfully, like their schedules, their Chromebooks, their textbooks, their uniforms, and many other things. I also advocate for the students to help them to get into the classes that they want and need to take. And while they're in the classes, I provide academic support. I monitor their grades, I discuss with them if they have any challenges, I celebrate their wins with them, and I recommend academic support like tutoring or talking to their teacher or small group lessons to help them with difficult classes. And then at the end of the semester, if students want to advance and take classes more quickly, we discuss that for the summertime. If students need to repeat any classes during the summer, I assist them with that. And then when it comes to university guidance, I feel like I'm the students' biggest cheerleader. I provide them with a lot of dates and deadlines to make sure that they're on track. I give updates to parents. I invite speakers to come and help them with their application pieces. And we celebrate when they get into their best university. So I think there's three main challenges that international students face. And one of them is, we have a lot of wonderful students and a lot of great universities. So it can be a challenge to find the right fit. Many students want to go to the top university, and I encourage them to apply, but I also encourage them to consider other universities so that they can find not only the highest ranked university, but the best fit university. Another challenge that international students can face when applying to universities is having enough extracurricular activities. It can be daunting and difficult to get involved in clubs and sports, but it's so important for the later college applications because universities really value that kind of participation. Another challenge that international students face can be getting letters of recommendation. It can also be daunting or maybe a little intimidating to ask a teacher for a letter. So I will help them to write the email, to make the request, and to help them help the teacher write the best letter possible. So it's often helpful for the student to share with the teacher some of their accomplishments and their achievements so that the teacher can say great things about them in addition to what they see in class. Finally, a big challenge for international students is writing the personal essays. First, it's important to know what's required in the essays. Different schools and systems have different requirements. And then it's important to write a really personal and special essay that will really demonstrate not only the wonderful things they've achieved during high school, but their potential and the reason that the university should believe in them for college. My team and I do a lot to help students overcome these challenges and eventually get into great universities. And this starts before the students arrive. As I mentioned, we do a course planning meeting with all students where we discuss the classes that they're interested in and the extracurriculars, clubs, and sports that they want to participate in. So even before they get here, they have an idea of what they'll be doing and what their daily schedule will be like. Secondly, my team provides a lot of guidance when it comes to finding universities that are the right fit. A lot of this guidance comes from our international guidance counselors, and they use a great tool called Naviance that can help students compare themselves to other graduates of our high school and see if they are on track to be accepted according to previous students that have applied to the universities that they're interested in. Additionally, our school offers visits from university representatives, and we offer university tours of great local schools like USC, UCLA, UC Irvine, and many more. Furthermore, our teachers and our team will help students navigate the letters of recommendation. So that includes reaching out to teachers and helping the students give the teachers the best information so that the teachers can write the best letter on their behalf. Additionally, the teachers that work for us at the school can provide letters of recommendation to the students themselves, so that can take care of one of the pieces of the application. And finally, our team helps students to write, revise, and edit the college application essays. It's our goal to help the students identify what they need to say and how they need to put together their essay, but most importantly, how they can demonstrate themselves, their personal journey, and the unique contribution they'll make to the university in the future. Because of our experience working with international students over the years, we have a solution for every problem. And I think that's what distinguishes us from other U.S. high schools. We have a personalized approach that starts before the students arrive, and we can anticipate what challenges they might face, and we can advocate for them at the school and with the teachers to help them navigate through these challenges or avoid these challenges if possible. Once the students start classes, we are very intentional about helping students build the academic skills that they need to be successful at the school and at university, making sure they know how to use the school's websites, track their assignments, submit their homework, and ultimately get great grades. We also monitor the students' grades closely to see if there's any challenges that we can intervene upon and perhaps offer things like tutoring or study session or support. We also provide frequent grade updates to parents so that parents can help us in holding students accountable for their excellent grades. And additionally, we advocate for students with the school and with the teachers so that students who encounter challenges because they didn't understand an assignment or perhaps they missed some content in class can get the opportunity to review or to repeat an assignment and increase their grade. So ultimately, what we do is a very personalized approach in which we look at the problem or challenge that each student is facing, and we address that with a personal solution. I'm so proud of the outcomes for our seniors in the class of 2025. For Bishop Montgomery, I'm proud to share that all 15 of our international seniors were accepted into a U.S. university. Furthermore, our students were accepted into a total of 79 universities across the United States and around the world. Of these 79 university acceptances, 72% of them were to top 100 universities in the United States, and 37% of them were acceptances into top 50 universities in the United States. In the previous year, our students were accepted to excellent universities like Northwestern University, University of Southern California, University of Michigan, and many of the UC schools, including University of California, Irvine, University of California, San Diego, UC Davis, UC Riverside, and many more. There are many international students that I'm proud of that have graduated from Bishop Montgomery, but one example I'd like to share is Yi Ran Q, and he goes by Lucas. Lucas graduated in the spring of 2025, and he was accepted into some great universities, including Northwestern and University of Southern California. He ultimately decided to go to the University of Southern California. Lucas started at Bishop Montgomery in the fall of 2023 as an 11th grade student. And he's a great student, very smart student, but I think like many students, he was surprised by the challenge of the school and also needed some time to adjust culturally. So the first few months, I will say, I think he had some challenges, some difficulties inside class and outside class, but our team really came around him and offered him academic support, as well as support to get involved in extracurricular activities. And Lucas really thrived on that. He ended up enrolling in the band, and he participated in the band for the entire 2 years that he was at Bishop Montgomery. He did performances, he did concerts, he did marches with the band, and this really contributed to his later acceptances to his universities. So we help students to balance these demands before they arrive by doing a course planning meeting so that they have an idea of which courses and which extracurriculars they will be participating in. After they arrive, we give a lot of guidance to students about how much time it will take, and we help them plan out their week. This includes a class called Academic Skills, which all new students take. And in this class, we help them to make sure they know how to identify all of their assignments and their due dates and how to submit these assignments. We also help them to schedule their time and plan their week so that they can participate in their activities and keep up their grades. Additionally, our guidance counselors also help students to navigate the university application process. So as the guidance counselors are watching the students' performance in the classes, they can identify if students need to spend more time on a particular assignment or on a particular class, and if students need to spend less time or to shift their priorities when it comes to extracurriculars like clubs and sports. Additionally, we have other members of our team who will help monitor students and make sure that they are balancing assignments and extracurriculars correctly. For students who live at our residence, all students will have an advisor who will check on their grades frequently and also discuss with them the sports and clubs that they're involved in. For students who live with families, our ELL teachers will monitor their grades closely and also make sure they're participating in clubs and sports. So it's a real team effort when it comes to helping students balance the demands of academics and extracurriculars. But ultimately, we do strongly encourage all students to participate in a lot of activities and to keep their grades up to a really high level. So we involve parents in the university planning and the application process in a number of ways. A few weeks after students arrive, they've established some grades in their classes, and we begin providing parents with grade updates. So we provide parents with a snapshot of the students' grades frequently so that parents can be aware of how students are performing. We also recommend academic interventions to parents. This can include teacher tutoring, teacher office hours, it can include peer tutoring, and very importantly, it can also include bilingual tutoring. We can facilitate bilingual tutors for the students, but that's an important conversation with parents because we want to make sure we have parents' support on that decision. We also thoroughly update parents on upcoming university events. This could be tours, this could be university visits to the school, this could be essay workshops, and this could be other university preparation presentations. So we constantly provide parents with a schedule and a calendar of events so that they can encourage students to attend these activities. And lastly, we endeavor to meet with all parents as part of a parent-teacher conference. We can do these conferences virtually or even in person. And during that time, we can talk about the students' specific university interests and goals and how their current activities and academic performance align with those goals. I would tell students who are just starting this journey not to be afraid. I would tell them that they should be ready to work hard. High school in the United States is a challenging experience, but it's definitely worth it. They will learn and grow in so many ways, and they will achieve their future ambitions if they work hard enough. It is definitely worth their future to work hard now.